Hello there.
Now I know what's real, what's fake. Rather sleep than stay awake.
I just want to talk to you for a past seconds. Listen, this friendship that you thought you had, this great friend, and it is now over, and you are a wreck, thinking you've lost something of value, thinking you've lost a true friend. We never really lose true friends, okay? Sometimes the problem is we don't know the difference between friends and teachers. Sometimes teachers show up in the image of a friend, but they were really only there to teach us what true friendship is supposed to look like and what it's not. Okay? Pay attention. Really look back over that relationship and ask yourself, were they a friend or just a teacher?
Never be ashamed of being First Nations or Indigenous from any other part of the world, because that is who you are and that is what shapes you as a human being.
Daddy set the bar real high, showed me what a real man looks like. It's gonna take one to fill those shoes. In his eyes, nothing less will do.
Wait. Wait.
Do it! Don't do it!
Hi, today I'm going to be talking about something that's probably going to be controversial to some, but is true, and you probably didn't know. The term hillbilly, widely used to refer to, butt-fuck country folk, racist kind of people. Originally, this term was used against my native peoples, the Melungeons. The Melungeons are basically a mixed group of freed African slaves, indigenous people, and European immigrants. They fled from slavery or the Trail of Tears or the potato famine, and they went to a lot of places, and then they ended up in Appalachia. When white people found us and, we ran back into the mountains, they called us hillbillies or stinky goats. So they thought of us as goats. So it's not for white people. Please don't use it to refer to white.
Don't be scared when you're talking to me. I know it's not that simple, it's never that easy. Don't be scared, 'cause I'm not one to judge. I know. But I'm here right now, just kidding.
Okay, things not to do when you visit Hawaii. And yes, it is pronounced Hawaii. Go ahead and get that right. I feel like everyone knows this by now, but do not take the land, especially the lava rocks. You're going to piss off Pele, and she doesn't play that game. Don't automatically assume everyone is Hawaiian. There are a lot of Polynesian backgrounds, and everybody is not Hawaiian. Just kind of a note. I think this is one we also all know by now. Do not disrespect the people when you get here. Do not be rude. Do not feel entitled. You're on Hawaiian land. Let's go ahead and remember that. Everyone does call everyone auntie, uncle, sister, brother. That's just what everyone calls, because everybody sees everybody as family. So that's normal. Doesn't mean they're actually related. One that I've unfortunately seen personally. Do not be disrespectful to their kings, queens, or any of their royalty, including the statues. I actually saw another person say this. Do not just jump in the ocean and think it won't kick your ass, because these waves are real out here. Real. And if somebody asks you if you want one scrapped, that means you probably messed up in one of the ways that I just mentioned.
Do anything for you. Sacrifice my life to be your wife. I'm gonna be there for you. But if you break my heart, I go there to your father. You gonna be my son, you go call me your mother.
I am black. I am black. A nigga.
7 signs that you found a friend for life. Number 1, you never forget each other's important dates or events. Number 2, even if you don't see each other every single day, the communication is just as strong. Number 3, you enjoy silence with them just as much as you enjoy deep conversation. Number 4, they never judge you. Number 5, they put you as a priority in their life. Number 6, they defend you behind your back. And number 7, they genuinely want to see you happy.
Let me get this straight. When a French person speaks French in the United States, his language is viewed as beautiful. When an Italian or Russian person in the United States speaks their language, it's viewed as different, unique, so on and so forth. However, the minute a person from Latin America speaks Spanish, it's go back to your country, illegal. The minute a person from Latin America speaks Spanish, it's, oh, this is America. We speak English. We speak English. We speak English. But yet, it is a known fact that the United States does not have an official language. So even that argument is a fallacy. Never mind, I was wrong. They literally made English the official language. Y'all still racist, though.
This is my cousin Trasia. This is my cousin Christopher. You want to know what they both have in common? They were both gunned down in the streets of Chicago by other black people. Do you want to know who rallied behind us? The black community. Not the organization Black Lives Matter, but the organizations like Stop the Violence and Put the Guns Down. These are 2 organizations that are strong in the black community, especially in Chicago, where gun violence is high. So saying things like, well, Black Lives Matter, but black on black crime. Well, Black Lives Matter is an organization that is aimed towards the injustices towards black people when it comes to police officers. Now, Stop the Violence and Put the Guns Down. Those are 2 organizations that are aimed at communities, not just because you're black. They're aimed at people who decide to kill people for no reason, not based off the color of your skin.
Nobody needs to know.
The Reynolds pamphlet.
Hi everybody, my name is Brenda, and I'm getting ready to move from Boston to San Francisco by myself during this pandemic. Before COVID, I would often travel by myself solo and explore new places, but Boston has always been my home base. I plan on going to San Francisco with only a suitcase and a backpack, which means I'm donating or selling almost everything. It's been an exhausting process, to say the least, but I'm trying to make some fun out of it because moving out of Boston has been something I've wanted since I graduated college. And even though the process is messy, where I begin to doubt myself and my decision to move to a city where I don't know anybody, and I'm crying so much because I'm feeling both excited and anxious over this next chapter in my life. I'm seeing progress with my packing and selling of my belongings, and that means I am one step closer to a fresh start. I do have to say goodbye to my dog Mushu. I love him a lot. But I bought my one-way ticket, and I'm taking the Amtrak cross-country next week.
I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white, I could be every color you like.
This is for Gen Z that aren't allowed to protest, like me. Not allowed to protest for whatever reason it may be. Your immune system, coronavirus is still very real. Wash your hands. Because your parents sadly aren't with the movement. Your parents just want you to stay safe. End of the day, if you're still signing petitions, sharing petitions, copying links, sharing them, duetting TikToks, making TikToks, whatever it is that you're doing to help spread the cause, debunking fools, brah, brah. Thank you, you're not forgotten. You're not out there, beating up cops, cussing out cops. We all need to cuss out a cop. I'm telling you, it's better than just being like, okay, I'm protest, so I'm gonna just hit home and do nothing. Telling you what you're doing is 1,000 times better. This probably doesn't mean much, I only have like 2,000 followers. I don't really see people being like, oh, kudos to those Gen Z. From a Gen Z that cannot protest to another Gen Z that cannot protest. Thank you, we're out here doing a thing. We're all about to be in a textbook anyway. Might as well read it and make it mean something to you.
Notorious Roy G. B.I.V.
This is how Vanessa Guillen's funeral looked like. I didn't see no celebrities, no $1 million donations, no gold caskets, no horses. I didn't see it live on TV and all the media outlets making a big news or scene out of it. I didn't see none of that. All I saw was a mother who lost her daughter, and at the end of the day, she was left alone. Rest in peace, Vanessa.
I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go?
People always laugh at me for getting kids' meals from places, but they don't understand that the kids' meals quantity is smaller, meaning less calories, and I'm just trying to be healthy. I'm not immature or anything like that. Oh my god, a skateboard!
तुम दोनों ने मिलके जान मेरी ले ली
Urban legend, club king, I'ma sing to you. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
So yesterday, a boy in Indiana at a junior high school, middle school, on the first day of class gets sick with COVID-19. The school was able to narrow down the list of individuals that they came in contact with and said they were going to keep the facilities open. Let me ask you something. Is the life of your child really worth going to a physical school rather than staying home quarantined and working online? Seriously. This is so stupid.
Learning English was a wild ride. First you have the word coco, which in Haitian Creole is a slang term for vagina. Imagine my surprise, my shock, when in elementary school this little girl comes up to me and talking about how she likes hot cocoa. Okay! And then you have the word beach, which to my ears used to sound the same as the B word. And I was like, how in the world am I supposed to know when I'm being insulted? And then for the longest time, I thought Black and African American were the same thing because you people here use it interchangeably. And then I was always afraid that when I claimed Black, that someone was gonna pop out of the woodworks talking about, hey everybody, she's a phony. This girl's a phony. She's not African American, she's Haitian. Now tie that all up into the fact that I thought to be considered fluent, you had to know every single word in the English dictionary, and you have a series of unfortunate events.
Que te necesito, que nada es posible en mi vida sin ti. Regrésate. I guess I'm dressed to play date to you. Take it dance to the lagwaja. Oh, make a take it to the so love is a beautiful thing. Can you they cool my temper? Love is a wonderful tender feeling. You they give me ginger.
So I went to H-E-B to buy my groceries for the week, and I stopped by the clearance section because that's what I usually do. And they had some tortillas, which is great, but then they had all this Goya stuff, and it was all like basically the pasta, and, you know, the sopa de caldo, all that stuff. But I don't know if they're getting rid of it because it's about to expire or because of what happened. So yeah.
But I'm Puerto Rican and I'm tan. Okay, that's fine. Are you Black? No, you didn't hear me. I'm Puerto Rican, but I have straight hair, but I'm mixed. Okay. What's your race? Puerto Rican.